All right, guys, so this test is we're going down an even steeper section of my torture hill. I've been avoiding that one so far because most boards wouldn't even make it up, and I realize I need to crank up my ATR for that. Sorry, strength down is that. Oh shit. Strength up also 1.4. Accept, apply settings now. Changes applied. Okay. All right, so let's do this. And as you can see, I'm not wearing safety gear because I don't want to go fast. So I'm staying at walking speed. But downhill is no problem at all. So this here, according to Google Earth, these sections are 60% grade. It'll be an interesting uphill. All right, and it rained a few days ago, so the ground is nice and grippy. All right, let's do this. Let's see where the temperature is. All right, let's get up this. Hopefully my ATR settings are good enough. Whoa. Okay. All right. Touching the nose every now and then, that's fine. So this was the first steep section, and then the second section I think is the steepest, the very top. Carried a lot of boards up that last section. Good way to compare board weight. How's the temperature doing? Wow, only 37. It's also a pretty cold day. Now my nose is touching. So this is the biggest torture part for the motor because you're really crawling up the steep hill, then digging the nose in. Oh shit.
Duty cycle 85%.
Okay. That wasn't enough ATR for the last section. All right, I gotta carry the rest because I can't start here. So I need to crank up the ATR and try this again. Okay. From here, I should be able to start. Oof. Okay. Whew. That was crazy. Alright, I'll try with a little higher ATR now. But you can see just the last section, the motor went straight to 55 in just a matter of seconds. Alright, let's crank up the ATR. Downhill was fine. Uphill I needed more. So let's do 1.6. Do you have enough battery for one more run? That's it, yeah. Okay. Live settings now. As you can see, totally safe to do this while riding. So now I've only changed my uphill ATR. I could also add in the remote functionality. So I'll keep it slow here because I don't want to get out of control fast, not without gear on. And then later we'll repeat this with the ADV1, first ADV. All right. I'll just turn around right here if I can. Right away. I'm slipping in the back. Come on. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give myself remote tilt too. So if I feel like I don't have enough ATR, I'll just add in a little bit of remote tilt for the last bit. But let's see how the motor will handle this. But it looks like I'm okay now. Nose is not digging in, and here comes the steepest section. Yep, ATR does it. I don't even need the remote. Okay. Alrighty. Very cool. Motor temp is at 60 right now. And you see, just going like a little bit faster already helps with motor temps. This is why it is so important to have a consistent speeds when doing these tests. All right, easy peasy. Now I can just accelerate up the rest. I don't care. This was a hard part of the test. All right, cool. Now let's repeat this with the ADV1. You can change your battery now. By the way, I stopped a little bit too early. The motor went all the way up to 75.5 and I think even 76. So now I need to try the same thing with ATF in there. All right, part 2, taking down the ADV1. All right, we're about to drop into the super steep section. Cool. I can hear the drone coming, so guess we can go now. Still keeping it walking speed. Don't want to crash. Ooh, the tail's dragging a little bit. Ooh. Hard to maintain your speed here in that section. The tail was dragging. This hill, by the way, is where I learned that ATR needed to be made stronger at higher speeds, because at low speed, whoa, drone just hit the bushes. But then when I went down at high speed, I tail dragged like crazy. So, and then I had to basically accelerate involuntarily from 12 to about 15 miles an hour on that super steep section, and yeah, so I had to adjust the ATR, what I call speed boost, where it increases the intensity as you get faster. Okay. Get the remote out too. I don't even know if the remote is enabled on this. Okay, it seems like it is. Okay, so just in case if I need the remote. Now the big difference you can notice here is how the controller is already getting hot. That's one of the big improvements in the ADV2, is that the controller stays much cooler. The motor, we'll see. All right. I'm putting my finger on the remote just in case, but so far I didn't need it. I'm almost there, almost there. Temperature controller's at 65, but it'll do it. Survived. Oops, we did it. Okay. Now, obviously, this is slightly unfair because I did two. This is wrong. I did two iterations with the other motor and the other controller, but I think if I did this now with this board, then the controller would overheat. So, also it's kind of a cold day, so it's not really a fair comparison to the previous days. But yeah, it basically shows both boards were able to make it up. Ground was nice and grippy, so that made it possible. All right, that's all I had. Now we need to see if we want to put in that messy ATF fluid or not. Bye guys. I stopped recording too early again, and actually the peak temperature, yeah, I saw the motor peak at 60.5. So that's what it got to.